Just like a flower blooming. Hi guys, my name is Nadia and today I have a very special guest with me. I'm collaborating with What the Film School.
Hey everyone, I'm Hayley.
And so today we're going to be talking about how we actually met. We actually didn't meet on YouTube. We went to NYU together and we were actually in a cinema fraternity called Delta Kappa Alpha. And it was a professional co-ed cinema fraternity, so there were both guys and girls there. And we're going to be talking about our experience at a cinema fraternity and also where can you find your community. For us it was DKA. But yeah, Hayley, how did you first hear about DKA and become a part of it?
So I actually joined NYU as a sophomore. I transferred in from a different university. So I knew coming in, not as a freshman, I was kind of going to be outside of that community that had already been formed the first year. So in one of my classes sophomore year, I was actually friends with the president of DKA at the time. So he gave me all the information about it and how to join. So basically I just went out to the meet and greet that they had for one of the Rush events and I got to talk to him and all of his friends, part of DECA at that time. And it just lasted a couple weeks and then I ended up pledging and filling out the application to join and it worked out that I got accepted.
I had the same idea, like I wanted to find a community at NYU because NYU is such a big school. But for me, I joined DKA when it was just starting at NYU. I was one of the refounding members, so it didn't exist yet. So I had a very different experience. It was really cool to just get it up and running where we had an idea of creating a community. So that was a very interesting time. It was really exciting, but I think different from like what your experience was, and I'm sure very different from what like students now what they're experiencing. Oh my gosh, I loved watching it grow, like just like a flower blooming, and then now all of a sudden it's like a garden of flowers instead of just like one.
Yeah.
Is how I like to think about it. So that's how we got into DKA. But what is DKA? What is this cinema community?
Something that I saw throughout the fraternity and being kind of involved with this community is that everybody obviously has a huge love of film, so that was a really great place to reach out to anybody at any point and say, does somebody want to go see a movie with me this weekend, or like let's get a movie night together. So often people would organize events on campus where we just get to play a movie on a screen in a classroom and then just all get to hang out and watch the movies together, or even just go outside of school to do anything like that. And another great component of being part of this cinema society or the fraternity was that we could work on sets together as well. So often you would be working on somebody's set and you'd see somebody who was in the fraternity with you already on that set as well, or you could just reach out to the fraternity when you needed help on your own set, and anybody could basically jump in and say like, yeah, I'm definitely willing to help you this weekend, and then you get to work with them together.
Yeah, being a part of this community was so great because it was so nice to have like people that you can trust on set. We all know that we're going to be working as hard as we possibly can for each other and we want all of us to succeed. So I think that was really, really great how we just kind of worked on each other's films a lot at film school. That was one of my favorite parts. What was your favorite part about DKA?
One of the committees that I was a part of that I thought was really cool was philanthropy. And so we also raised some money for the charity that we worked with, which was Serious Fun Children's Network, which basically was a summer camp that happened every year that basically helped any children with disabilities that wanted to go to summer camp and just have that really great experience.
Oh, nice. My favorite part about DKA was just the community, not just within your school, but also just having a community nationwide. Like I had internships in LA, and so it was really, really helpful to already have that kind of community in LA before I was even there. And that's actually how I found my apartment that I'm in right now. So that was really nice to kind of have that community of people you can go to and trust. Even if you're not in a fraternity, I think it's really good to kind of find your group of friends or your group of people that you really want to work with and enjoy working with. What we're going to be talking about next is how to find your cinema community. So DKA is not just at NYU, but a lot of schools. But besides that, there are definitely other ways that you can find your community.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a friend who didn't go to NYU with us, but he went to a smaller film school that was in Los Angeles. And he said that in his film program, it wasn't as established, it wasn't as big, and he wanted to just find that community and get it a little bit smaller outside of class. So he actually formed his own film film club. So he just gathered a group of friends together one day after school, and the club formed, and I think it's still going to this day, so people are able to just join the club whenever they want, and basically the whole point of the club is to just make films together and just talk about making movies together.
I think another thing that you can do is take a class, even if it's not a part of your major, take a class that's related to film, like maybe a film studies class, and just meet people there and say, hey guys, do you like want to work on this short film of mine over the weekend? And just find your community, talk to people. I think that's such a big part of just kind of finding people that you want to work with who are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. So that was our experience of finding our cinema community and how we met each other. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and then also please check out the video on Hayley's channel where we watch some of her films that she made in high school, and it was so much fun to watch.
And very embarrassing, but still fun.
Yeah, so go check that out. I'll leave the link below. Subscribe to her channel as well. It's called What the Film School, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.
Bye.